plus belle. Qui Dali, oh Dieu Seigneur, attends-moi ça. Voyez. Rachel de Kibo, je adé. On va venir Gogo, Nyaliba, Bagno, Nyalia pour la femme. Avec Gogo, Nyali. Avec Gogo, Nyali, Stéphane Soko. On va venir, Nana, on va venir à Gogo, Nyaliba. Stéphane Soko, pour la femme. Aïe, Gogo, Nyaliba. Amana very kasawa. America very titi papa very sa. Ayo you get bayo. You secret kama pa. Sisi you la play. Oye la gogo nyali. Are bayo e for bravo. Hey gogo nyali. Awo. Taba sisi yo wa o arena very ni baka. Taba sisi yo wa o arena very ni. Why allez na you for a bravo. Abile gogo nyali. No so my dear jogre. Pamro alo. Ade wa ba bele wa sa wa ke. Wa ba bele. Amba wa ma ba ni. La plus belle. Qui Dali, oh Dieu Seigneur, attends-moi ça. Voyez. Rachel de Kibo, je adé. On va venir Gogo, Nyaliba, Bagno, Nyalia pour la femme. Avec Gogo, Nyali. Avec Gogo, Nyali, Stéphane Soko. On va venir, Nana, on va venir à Gogo, Nyaliba. Stéphane Soko, pour la femme. Aïe, Gogo, Nyaliba. Amana very kasawa. America very titi papa very sa. Ayo you get bayo. You secret kama pa. Sisi you la play. Oye la gogo nyali. Are bayo e for bravo. Hey gogo nyali. Awo. Taba sisi yo wa o arena very ni baka. Taba sisi yo wa o arena very ni. Why allez na you for a bravo. Abile gogo nyali. No so my dear jogre. Pamro alo. Ade wa ba bele wa sa wa ke. Wa ba bele. Amba wa ma ba ni. Mi ama. Amba wa ma ba ni. Amba na su wa gbila ba yo. Abi na mi ka bele titi papa. Asa tu wo amba wa ma ba ni. Ma ba ni. Ana ma ba ni. Qui Dali, oh Dieu Seigneur, attends-moi ça. Voyez. Rachel de Kibo, je adé. On va venir Gogo, Nyaliba, Bagno, Nyalia pour la femme. Avec Gogo Nyali. Avec Gogo Nyali, Stéphane Soko. On va venir, Nana, on va venir à Gogo Nyaliba. Stéphane Soko pour la femme. Aïe, Gogo Nyaliba. Amana very kasawa. America very titi papa very sa. Ayo you get bayo. You secret kama pa. Sisi you la play. Oye la gogo nyali. Are bayo e for bravo. Hey gogo nyali. Awo. Taba sisi yo wa o arena very ni baka. Taba sisi yo wa o arena very ni. Why allez na you for bravo. Abile kodo nyali. Yo tu mate jokure. Pamro ayo. Mate wa ba bele wa sabake. Wa ba bele. Abawe mabani. Ni ama. Abawe mabani. Abara suwa gbila gba yo. Afina mi ka bele titi baba. Aja tuwe abawe mabani. Mabani. Ana mabani.
Good evening, folks. Samson to La Pub Radio. Again, I'm broadcasting live. Again, we say thank you for joining us tonight. We're gonna have a wonderful conversation with all of you here tonight. They said thank you very much. I'm having issue listening to myself, so let's bear with him. Please share this video, share it to as many people as possible. That's fine with backgrounds like this. That's fine with me. I don't care. But anyhow, I sent a link out. I don't know why somebody is that Jerry saying he doesn't have the link. I don't know, Jerry. If it is you, text again so I can try to send you the link as well. Again, folks, Samson to I'm traveling. I'm on a roll. And so from time to time, background is not going to be the same. But we appreciate you guys continue to staying, being part of this program all the time. We said thank you very much. This is what I'm going to do though. As long as I'm on the roll, my tabata is going to be a little bit less, and my phone, I'm not going to have a Chinese phone until I get back to Sacramento. So let me see. Jerry, if it is you, please let me know so I can text this to you. I don't know why. Let me see here. Okay. Jerry, I don't see you calling me. So if you don't have the number, join me. Folks, again, Samson told Reader. I'm on the roll. This coming weekend, we will be at Grand Jide Association convention. And be part of that conversation as well. And so it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing to be with. Going to be with our people again. We've been away for quite a while now, and we're back. We're back. We're back. We're getting involved. We're getting involved. This is and again we will be having conversation about our uh, situation back home. You know me, Samson to Liberal Republic. Thank you very much for joining me again tonight. I'm reporting live from somewhere in the east. But anyhow, I want to thank all of you. Safety, Lord Jesus. Okay, all right, come on. Thank you for that. Let's go ahead from South Korea. Oh, come on. Thank you for joining us all the way from over there. Again. Yeah. Thank you. But safety, Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. My Lord, as we come before you again tonight, we pray that those brothers and sisters that are not being happy tonight, we ask you to restore their happiness. The brothers and sisters that are not with themselves in pain, we ask you, you be the painkiller tonight. My Lord, you have the ability to do that. We believe in you, we trust in you, and we know you have the ability to do it. And therefore, we will continue to pray for you, pray to you. My Lord, as we come again tonight, we ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Yes, we ask that the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Baka, be blessed. Whatever he touches in the interest of the Liberian people, that process be blessed. His hand be blessed. Whatever door he knocks, my Lord, open the door in the interest of the Liberian people. Help us, help us, help us. Extend the president life, whatever he is, extend his life. You brought him here for the purpose. Stay with him. Give him long life. My Lord, we ask that as we come before you again tonight, that indeed you will allow people, the Liberian people, to be blessed. Whatever they do, let them stay peaceful. We ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, truly blessed. We ask you, my Lord, We ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Tabata opening tonight. So I've been away. I haven't been able to keep up with the news though. But like Europa, you don't even have to read it. Everything is corruption. Every day the people stealing. So I don't have to go read newspaper and what have you. Every day the people stealing. My people, every day they're stealing. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do, okay, President Walker reinforce Monto use rail. Okay, this one here, I would try to stay away from it because the reason is this Monto use railroad stuff here. They have to be very careful. You don't want to pick side. You don't want, but I'm going to stay away from that for now. I'm going to stay away from that for now. Okay. Um, okay. Uh, mm. Liberia have serious problem, people. Mm. We got serious. Look at this one. LPRC employees, 9 of them found guilty. You know. But let me go on tonight. Rescue one, calling rescue two. Rescue one, calling tanko. Rescue one, calling rescue two. Rescue two, whatever it is that you're doing, drop it and join me. Rescue one, calling rescue two. Rescue one is need a backup. I need an immediate backup. Rescue two, show up. But anyway, folks, let's go ahead. So the issue here, as let's say I'm traveling, and so I'm not quite up to date of what is happening in Liberia, and that's what I'm begging. I'm calling Rescue Two to join me because he's up to date. He will come here and give us his story, and we'll be here. We'll be here. So again, I'm traveling, and this coming Friday, I will be in Granger in Kentucky. Oh, did I say I will be in Granger? Oh, that would be sweet. That would be wonderful to be in Granger. Wonderful to be in Granger. But this coming Wednesday, I mean, this coming Friday, I will be in Kentucky and Granger Association Convention, and we'll be part of the conversation there as well. Join us. But let's go back. If I'm not up to speed on what is happening day to day activity in Liberia, but I know what I want to talk about. So the question tonight is, yes, Liberia, and I told you guys I'm going when I go back to Sacramento. I will be coming back with that series of information, documents, documents, documents that will put some people on their foot, back foot. I was also able to, as God, oh Jesus, thank you. As God could have it, I was able to watch my son performing as a conductor, musical conductor. My son, musical conductor, maestro, having people to sing and he tell them what to. Oh, I was in there. Among over almost what was it about maybe I would say 300 to 400 people that were watching. Jerry Barker is here that were watching. Let me bring it on. But you're not rescue two, oh. So you must. I'm calling rescue two to help me because I know you must. We're going to split it again tonight. So you're not rescue two. So you're here to jackknap and show. So
But
you're the co.
I'm not rescue too, but I'm also a co-host. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine.
That you are. That you are a wonderful co-host. So, but
Okay.
anyhow,
Okay.
so this on Sunday, I was over there in Pittsburgh watching my son conducting. Like I was saying, over 4 to 500 people or so. I was the only African American. And he was on the stage where they were playing the music he was conducting. He was the only African American. So people were looking at me And like, what's this? What is he doing here? Then they look on stage and they see the young man conducting. So the Pope too, they said, he gotta be his brother. Because I'm not that old, I'm not 35-year-old. So he gotta be his brother. So of course, people later on after the concert was done, he introduced me to many of his colleagues, and the rest is history. It was wonderful. But what he's gonna do for me, he told me not to videotape it. I was gonna go live, but these type of programs, they are restricted. You don't just go in and start narrating, these things. So he has it because he's the how do you call it, a music minister of music, and he also the chief conductor. So he told the people to let him have the video. So when I'm going to Philadelphia next Friday, I'll be here. Next Friday, I have a funeral to attend to in Philadelphia. So when I'm going to Philadelphia, I'll stop to Pittsburgh and I'll pick up the video when I go back. But Jerry, like I stated earlier, I hope not get not coming back for Kenny again to know. You run away from all the other day. They like, I say,
I
I
don't
say,
run away. That the internet. That the
I'm
internet. What?
you.
No.
I think that. Oh, Jerry, my stuff is yeah. Go off and come back. We'll be back. You never. They look at you for Kenny. You run away.
The internet. The internet will not allow me to come in. I try all me. I try I try the computer.
Yeah,
I
well,
try
thank
the
you.
phone. I try the laptop. Nothing will coming
Yeah,
through. So I was
yeah.
like, you know what? It's
Rescue
not my
two was
night.
here.
Let me just call it quick.
Yeah, rescue two,
Let me call
rescue.
it
But
quick. Yeah, I mean
you
it's fun.
heard us,
I mean let's.
you heard us teasing you,
Oh
right?
yeah. Mhm.
You that
Yeah,
Jerry
yeah,
ran away.
yeah.
They
I
look at
guess I
you.
couldn't respond,
But anyway, Jerry,
and I was run away.
eh, tell me what's happening in Liberia. I've been away for quite a while now. Let's see what's on your plate. What you want us to discuss tonight? Let's hear from
Okay,
you.
I come. Let me clean my glasses first.
We want to discuss your
Well, I
glasses.
mean, actually, no. I said let me clean my glasses first. Uh,
But your internet seems
there's
to be
not
very
major
strong
happening
tonight.
right now.
Your internet seems to be
Yeah,
very strong
yes,
tonight.
because I figured out. I figured out what's going on. I figured out already now, so I see what's going on. So that was it.
Okay. All
But
right.
yeah, here's the thing. The 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 arrest agenda. It is on course, and
Are you sure?
it's on course. We always have some pockets,
It, it, but
and
I'm glad you brought that. I think we need to, you and myself need to call Rescue 2 to settle the issue tonight because we're really going to enjoy ourselves. Are you sure the rescue agenda is on
it's
course? Because here's the
it's on
reason.
course.
Okay.
It's on course. Okay, go
Is it
ahead.
on course by mouth or is on course by tangible?
It's not just not these, not word, but these,
Okay.
not
All
by
right.
words.
Okay, we'll push you on that. But go ahead. Go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Look, let's look at what the rescue team had accomplished. Now there's no more about in a real payment. See what's happening at taking pay on time. There's no more
Jerry,
noise.
Jerry, you got it. You, Jerry,
Hold on. You see, hold
no,
on,
hold on.
hold
No,
on.
Jerry.
You see,
Wait,
I
Jerry.
keep my
No,
promises.
no. But you see, that why you're careful with your unity party friend. That why you're
Hold on. Oh Lord.
all right. But here's what I want. I
Okay,
want to
okay.
push.
Let me
I
make
want
my
to.
case. Let me make my
Okay.
case.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me make my case.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Pay. I mean, people are taking pay on time. I mean, maybe 1 month real, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but at least we are making progress compared to 90 days or 120 days. People are taking pay in the country. Look at red light. If you go there now, it look like you in Hollywood. Where there used to be no light
Oh,
from all the way from
we,
Pacopy.
we come from
Ah, come here, come here.
We come from Miami. We in Hollywood now.
Hollywood, we in Hollywood. Okay, that's fine.
Jerry, you're
we in
killing me.
Hollywood.
You're kidding me. George, we are king with
Huh?
Miami. Now you coming with Hollywood?
Okay, but you see, that's it. You know,
Yeah, go ahead.
look at counter Harper project, counter Harper project. Today, the role is in interpreter as to speak. I think I put in the chat room and see what's going on. So we're making some progress. Everything is perfect, no.
Okay.
It
Let
is
me
thing that
let me
we want to achieve,
let me
no.
hold you right there. Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
but
want
you
you.
see,
I don't
it's
want
everything is step by step, step by step.
you. Okay,
So
let me hold
people
you.
will
Let me
come and say, "Oh, this is going
rescue
on."
two. Rescue two is in town. I love it. None of my spirit on up. Rescue two is here. Jerry, you in trouble.
Liberal, Mr. Bakum, how
Yeah,
are you,
thank
sir?
you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Jerry, thank you for joining. Jerry, I'm surprised that you two, you, Jerry, would take this CDC line of trying to praise a government of doing their duty. It's like me saying, "Oh, I'm able to feed all my 7 children. Oh, the children nobody begged me to have, nobody forced me to have. I have all my 7 children." Then I come on, I start bluffing. Oh, I'm able to feed my children. Of course, God gave me the power to feed them. It's what you guys are doing. You don't think you're following unity party people to do these kinds of stuff, Jared. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. You should come out, and when you're going to make this clean, you have to be sincere on that. Not that you're not sincere, but first of all, the road project you're talking about, those things were initiated through from Madam Selly. President Weah was involved. So if you take, for example, okay, I cut my nails, okay, and in cutting my nails, I asked my son to cut my nail. Then I go and take the file and file my nail. I start bluffing. Oh, you see what I did with my nail? President Waka, what he's doing now with the road project, this thing was already cooked. He just dishing that all. So when you're going to say that, Jerry, I will expect you to say, based on the fact that President Weah and other past administrations started this process, you can't just claim it. Then it's a false claim. You have to distinguish part of which you're claiming. The process started under President Seli and under President Weah, and is continuing. So if you're going to say because of government is continuity, we the government continue to improve. But you can't come out here and say, look at Harper, Ganta Harper Highway. That's not your project. You just started working on it. But the good thing is, President Baka told us he was going to concentrate on that. And indeed, he is concentrating on it. But if we're going to praise him, let's try to bring the other people on board and praise them as well. Don't cut. That's what CDC does, and they're very good at that. They act like Donald Trump. Everything Trump does is the best that ever happened in the world. It never happened like this before. I breathe the air in the air. I've never breathed like this before. It's just what you guys are doing, and I think we need to stop that. But let me go on. Let me go on. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. I think the president, for me, like I said, I've been away. I'm traveling right now. Look at my background. I'm traveling. This coming Friday, I will be in Kentucky. Grand United Association having their convention. I will be there. So I'm still traveling. And next Friday, I'll be in Philadelphia for funeral. I'm still traveling. I'm enjoying myself in the meantime. But let's go to Terry. Terry, I've been away. I haven't been able to keep up with the news. And Jerry tried to cook this tabata at the highest level here tonight. The other tabata here that we and Doru tabata, he put saw in it, Terry. He put saw in it. He said, President, we're doing good. President, President Wakai, this administration, look at the role. Then he came out, he said, civil servant taking pay. That's not the work of the government to pay the people. That's what they're there for. Don't give them credit for that. You can say that they're good, but don't give them credit. That's their responsibility. That's what Bakai told us he was going to do. We are not going to do business as usual. And these are some of the things. Not business as usual. Civil service is taking pay because that's expected of them. We shouldn't give them credit for something that is due. But of course, he's my president. He's just a black guy. He got all the credit in the world. Good. I would do like Trump. If it bad, that joy we are. If it's good, President black guy. Let's hear from you, Terry.
Yeah, thank you again, Liberal, for being back and all of that. Yeah, Mr. Bacon got some point there. The only thing is, yeah, the only thing.
He's not gonna go boo with me tonight. I tell you, people.
But you already tried to
I beg the man to come on and help me. He already taking side with Jared. My night is over. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, so Mr. Bacon got a good. The point is that the president is doing what the former president could not do, in a sense that to complete these projects, even though we acknowledge that they were government projects that he lobbied for them. But the thing was, he was putting a hand in the money. He was not responsible enough to be able to do the projects to the completion of it to the benefit of the people. And this was not.
But they come for you now and now.
Oh yeah, they will come. These are not.
Aaron Prophet already watching.
These are not projects that that was part of his vision, like the project that he said he was going to, the Bali Island that he said he dreamed about. That project was abandoned. He didn't do anything there. Under the Intercontinental Highway Road, that was not achieved. So this government, I agree, they lobbied for some project and the government is finishing it. But also the RRA road, that was Eden project, that was not CDC project. The turning point, that turning you see on the boulevard, on the ELW junction.
Roundabout.
Yeah, that roundabout, that Eden project. That's not a CDC project.
What do you want you to get CDC now? What kind of credit you get CDC now?
Yeah, the completion of the RRA, all those things.
When will you get credit to CDC now? On what?
No, CDC did some very good things, like the markets, the Douala market, the Omega Tower market. There are some roads that the roads from Ganta straight to Saclay, that CDC project. They did very well in those areas, and they were ongoing. Even the project that they're talking about, that they're attributing to themselves, which project is the highway going through your town to Zweju to all the way to Maryland County. That is a Unity Party project, and not CDC project.
Oh, Terry, calm down. That's not Unity. That's not Baka project.
With the project from Ganta straight to Maryland.
That's not Baka project.
No, they're not Bogart project, but a Unity Party project. That project was signed under Ellen Johnson's salary.
That project, what I do know, the project from Grand Gide to Fishtown, and there's other stuff. Those are World Bank project. African Development Bank project.
Yeah, but it signed in Ellen's government, not President Weah.
I'll give it to President. I'll get that one to President.
No. Let me take you to class. Let me refresh your memory.
There we go.
But I wanted to learn before you.
Go ahead. Learn.
So this is where I want to learn. I want to learn, in a sense, to agree also with Liberal that we should not be claiming victory on this kind of thing. Because we have not started the arrest agenda yet. The arrest vision. And even with the CDC too. These projects that CDC people claiming, they are not President Weah vision. They're not part of his project that he himself could research and said that when I slept and I was dreaming about Liberia, this is what I plan to do. These were projects that came along when you became president, because you had to do them because you were finding a way to put money funded by international organizations. So those projects came along. They were not projects that were part that you yourself planned to initiate. So I don't know why they keep taking glory for that. And most of those projects, because they are funded by international community, which does not come from your pocket money, you cannot be claiming it's government project. So it should be looked at as government project continuity. But the problem I get with our people, they like to be boasting in these things that they were condemning CDC for. They're now boasting in the same very thing. That is the problem I get with them. Yeah, Mr. Backlund will come.
Let hear you. Let hear you. Co-host. Let hear you. Co-host, are you with us? Or just a back now harmonize your internet?
Yeah.
Let's hear you.
You with us? I can see. You
okay. Let's hear you.
You landed? You done?
Yeah, I finished.
All right. Introduction. 101. Government. Introduction. Introduction of public administration. 101. Let's start with the United States of America. After World War II, the New Deal, it was FDR ideas, Social Security. Oh no, it cannot be done. Social Security. Today we are benefiting from Social Security. Now Donald Trump try to put it on the carpet. Electricity in the United States, it was not nowhere around. It was government state continuation. I just come in. Listen very well. Immediately after the coup, immediately after the coup, the Ganta Harper Highway projects, it was instantly, though it was though idea after 1980 coup. Ganta Harper. After the tour was started, it stopped to Ganta. Then when Tower was assassinated, Doe tried to implement it. And I can still remember I was a young man at that time, maybe 20-some years old, and working. And there were money. They called it Ganta Harper Highway Project. There were money collected from all civil employees. Then they got saving bond, if you can recall. Saving bond, those who listen to me, saving bond were collected for that Ganta Harper Highway Project. So it's just a continuation. So to either come in and say, oh, Ellen Johnson started, or no, it was Doe idea. Actually, it was toward idea that built a road from Morella all the way to Ganta, then from Ganta Harper Project. So that's what it is. That's the genesis of it. But however, you see, the government is the obligation of the government to do this thing. Well, let's look back and say, oh, Jerry, you're clean victory. No, we clean. Of course, we got a clean victory. People were crying. Oh, we're not taking pay. Now we're taking pay. It's the responsibility of the government. That's why I show responsibility and leadership. So Boyka is showing the leadership and responsibility. That's why they elected him to be the president of Republic of Liberia. That's why they call him the rescue team. He came to rescue, he delivered, he making a contribution. That's what he did. Regardless whether our George we are ideas, great. But look at it at that time. Where was it? Stop. It can't do a standstill, a store. You know, that's one of the rescue role. If you look at the rescue agenda role, agriculture, education, tourism, and these things are coming to pass under his administration. He saw this thing that tourism was important, interstate commerce. That's what he wanted to do. So you know, like Tobo said, from rural market to rural market, or whatever you want to put it. That's what Boyka is delivering to the Liberian people. So, folks, fasten your seatbelt. You see any good thing here, the more year to come. And Boyka will deliver before his administration be over. So we are delivered. So don't come here, Mr. Tool, to say, oh, we should give Jovia the credit. Well, yes, he's a former president. We'll recognize that. We'll recognize that. He's a former president. It's a continuation. He might not execute it, but now we are carrying it to another level. So, Boyka's delivered. So I don't see your argument here. Oh, call your fingernails and you're going to do it. No, you might have your fingernail. If you don't clip it, guess what happens? You get infected. You will not be able to even comb your hair. You don't call your toenail. You will not wear good shoes. Even
So,
though that I want
I can call it toenail because you wearing good shoe now.
but are you implementing it? you, if you didn't call your own toenail, even though that your toenails, but if you didn't call it, guess what? You're gonna go to the doctor. The doctor gonna tell you, the toenail, we gotta call it for you. We gotta do something. We gotta do some clean house or skipping. So that's a responsibility of the president. Everything is perfect, no, but he's making progress, and we acknowledge that.
Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. I do agree with you in that we need to acknowledge that the president is taking on the issues of infrastructure and taking it at a different level. However, my argument is we cannot just come out and have that type of conversation without addressing or calling the name of former President George Weah. Even if you're not going to give George Weah credit because you believe he didn't go X, Y, Z, but there was many of the road projects were initiated on it. Whatever was there was President Salih that signed. It's the implementation process. Now, the road from Zwetru to how do you call it to Fishtown to Fishtown. If these people had not played Diddy with us, I would have been the main design. I would have been the chief designer on that road because I went to Liberia. We had a contract, and I went to Liberia, and I was introduced as a lead designer, lead engineer on that road. I was going to be the person to design the entire stuff. But Liberians, in their good wisdom, decided to play Jitterbug because they want kickback. And I wasn't going to be part of that. I'm saying that now people, some of the people that were involved are my friends. Some of them are working for this government, but I'm not going to call names. But that's so President Weah initiated most of these stuff after he found out. But as Terry was saying, that yeah, he did. As what's his name? Monuba Molu, Liquor Talk, you know, the project was initiated under President Weah, but many of the people wanted profit. They wanted certain thing.
But what's that executed? What was it? Oh, he just say, "Oh, look, listen, I
So
want you,
yes,
but you didn't even go approach a woman. You see
yes,
her every day, but you approach her and say,
yes,
oh, I want to marry the woman." Man, please, that's Mr. Tool. Come on, stop it. You fairness asking. That's fairness.
okay. All right. Okay, I agree. But here's the thing here. Here's the thing here. The roads, many of these roads that are even being done right now, okay, they are not up to standard. And you shouldn't blame the contractors. The contractors were giving certain amount of money to work with because of the kickback. So when you get kickback, you're scheming. Just like you cook palm butter and the oil can on top of the palm butter. We got food in my area. You scheme the oil on top. That's what the people were doing. The profit that's supposed to be for the contractor was schemed as a kickback. So the contractor gonna make profit. And they cut corners. The cutting corner is clearly displayed on Ralphie Highway. If the people were being paid really the way they're supposed to be paid, they will hire some experts and not we borrow to build Ralphie Highway. I think I showed you that where they were using Liberian people with wheelbarrow to haul day. That road will not be finished in President Waka turn either the first 6 years. The road will not be finished. The medium right now from the part that they say finished. In the real design, they have a medium barrier so car don't go across. They don't have it. Now Public Works is trying to initiate some sort of a process to put a medium barrier, a medium separator in the medium somehow. It's not going to work because those things you build them together. You can't finish building the entire road, then you say, oh, we'll tear it apart and put this up. Because if you do that, you're weakening the structure. When you cut the road, you're weakening the area, water gonna seep through. So that road is not gonna be finishing right now. So, but that's not the issue. The issue is us having people that are going to go and continue to how do you call it? Continue to scheme the system. Let me come to you, Terry. I heard today, and I was reading on how do you call it, on Daily Observer about the share railroad. My first instant gut feeling is Liberian government should not take side. This ain't gonna come back to hurt us. Because from my perspective, what the other African nations, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, have done to the West gonna come back with vengeance. You got Chinese over there, and this is another. It might not be Cold War, but this time around, it'll be Western Cold War. So Liberia need to play its card correctly. Liberia needs to play its cards correctly. India and China, they're going head to head. So if you have an Indian company over there that is helping to stabilize the whatever it is like Chinese are doing, and your American company comes in only for their own interest, now you're gonna try to be between India and American company. Of course, the government have to decide, but you must do it with clear heart. Don't do it with kickback in mind. You will be exposed. Watch and see. They did the role sharing deal. When before it finished, people will go on sanction. If Liberian government is not able to indict people, people will go on sanction. Because the people they're sending over there, the Americans sending for the negotiation, most likely they are there to take record. And some of the people you're negotiating with, they're videotaping you secretly, you don't know. So these are the kinds of things Liberians need to take serious when you're going to have these kind of negotiation, that you go in with a clear heart. But let's hear from you, Terry. Let's hear from you. What else you want to bring on the table tonight?
No, yeah, you got a point. I think I was reading something about that thing. I didn't go deep. I didn't really decide to put my mind on it because I think it can be fixed. All right. And if the president gave an executive order and he comes back again to try to mess up the executive order, especially with an American company, it can only be two things. The people around him are in disarray over and like we're saying, maybe some people taking kickbacks and they're trying to print the president position as the president is the one doing it. But I think the president got to arrest this thing because America is our long-standing ally, and they cannot be playing two-handed game with the American people. I know HPEC or what. They have to be able to deal with this thing strategically, or else it's going to cause problem for us. Just what you're saying, it might likely lead to sanctions and all that kind of stuff. So, and Astida Meta is an Indian company, right?
Yes.
So, and Astida Meta have been spending a lot of money on that place. Astida Meta have been trying to control the rail because they know that they're going to be benefiting more. Because I think the rail going to be connecting Guinea, the iron ore coming from Guinea too. So every iron ore passing through that rail will pay. So the person who control the rail will definitely get a huge cut. But my thing is, who benefits? Who stand to benefit the most from the rail? So the government have to weigh the two. If I know HPEC or what is not going to make us benefit from our rail, and the people in that place benefit, and Asila Meta is willing to give us a good sum that we will benefit to bring. They got to look at the contract. They got to look at the deal. And I think it has to go back to the horse for rectification because those deals cannot just be single-handedly approved and go through by the president. So there are so many bureaucracy that is attached to those deals that I don't want to wholesomely blame the president until I can see on the follow-up of what the end will be. So I'm not going to be following Spoon TV people. They just jump in to talk something because they want to print the president to look like he's the mean bad man and he's trying to do something negative and all of that.
But as far as I'm concerned, the other people they're running CDC campaign right now, 2029.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready to start Unity. Not excuse me, not Unity, but I'm getting ready to start the Old Man campaign here very soon. I'll start dancing again. Yeah, I'll start running the Old Man
You'll
campaign.
go back to the dancing.
Yeah, I'll start
I think
dancing.
CEO gonna have problem with you.
Yeah, let him sit. He may find place to sit down, man. While dancing, he won't fire me. Let him fire me. Yeah, I come and dance for Baka again because the thing is just too much. The thing about it is we can criticize, but the old man doing job every day. The people who still you go after them. But that's another one too. When the old man made that statement, anybody still here, you make sure my people benefit. That's something. But I can deal with that. I know exactly how to counter CDC on that one. Then. The old man was vexed. First of all, when he got her, he was vexed with his children. How you coming to come stay here? Then when you steal, you take the money and go America and buy houses. Then why are my people suffering?
That's the thing.
Jerry, let me come to you. As you know, I'm out of town, so I can't fully engage tonight.
Okay, no problem. I know you're in Canton, Ohio. We can see that you're in Canton, Ohio, so that's fine. But anyway, I hope you go to the Hall of Fame to see the Hall of Fame. That would be great. Take a visitation.
Speaking about that, I spent 22 years in Canton. I never visited that Hall of Fame stuff. Anyway. For me, it was to do what?
But it's a museum. Go to the museum, go visit. That's all.
I want to go visit where President Weah football boot is hanging up. And that kind of museum, and that kind of his face changed straight. I changed his whole outlook. He was talking President Wanga. I said, President, we have football boy. He changed straight. Liberia. Why you can't help me to praise President? We have to say President. We have football boo must be hanging somewhere. Where we
you entitled to it. You entitled to praise him what you want to praise him. That's why you wear boo hanging out. Go there. Yeah, I'm gonna stop you. That's freedom of movement. I'm impeding your
look at that. Okay, let's hear from you. Go ahead.
But here's the thing. You the chief engineer. You're the chief engineer. Please educate me or the Liberian people. Because here, the way this road is built, the poor they divided in between. How it's going to cause a lot of accident because people are on a highway speed and there's no exit.
Where road?
Farazon Highway. There's no exit because
Ralphie Highway.
We have Ralphie Highway.
Okay.
You're going straight and that two lane coming, and there's the barrier is in between. Mm-hmm. So if you want to make a left turn, you got to stop in the middle lane to make that turn.
Now, here's the thing here.
So that's my thinking. I'm thinking because there'll be a lot of accident on our road.
No, not really. No, not really.
So how the person going to make that left turn and the other opposite car coming?
Ask your people. The other day they were all here.
You're the engineer. No, I'm just asking you because
that's why I will help you.
I'm looking at from the safety perspective.
I will help you. The other day, this is how. Well, I'm not going to call their name. This is how smart these people are. The other day they were out here talking with the public works ministry were talking with a Chinese company to build an overpass over the ministerial complex. Why you can't take that same overpass over? You just made your point here. If you put in a divider in the road, how do people cross? It requires overpass. You take the road here, you take the off ramp and you go over it.
Thank you.
Okay, but here's the thing. Let's forget about that. They're not gonna do it because they don't think.
There'll be a lot of death because the person is going west. The person is going west, and you coming from south, and you're gonna make a left turn, and the person who coming from the south, you're gonna wait until okay, we shall see.
So when you do these things, they're gonna design. It's designed certain part of Ralphie Highway will be designed as an urban area.
Okay.
Other part will be designed as a rural area. There's two design standards. Now, the medium they're supposed to put on a road, okay? That medium, when you get to an intersection, the medium would go from say 4 feet here to zero at a setting, maybe about sometimes they go 6 to 1, or you can take it to 50 to 1 or something like that. So you got 4 feet here and you go all the way 50 feet later, you bike to zero. That's when the people turn. Now, it's not a good design. It's not a good design. What you can't do, if Liberia was somebody, if the people were serious, you put what it calls suicide lane in there. Jerry, go ahead. My boss calling me a big girl. Go ahead.
No, all right, no problem. Go ahead. But here's the thing, Terry. My thinking is, I know somebody making a left turn from the south to west, and the person coming from south heading to the north, and that person going to make that turn. And and most our drivers is not that educated, or most of our drivers in Liberia, they are not that educated, or they say there's a divide lane coming up, you slow down, you're going to make a left turn. Look, tragedies happen for us. I mean, it's sometimes it happens, and there are a lot of deaths are happening on our road.
So let me go. I'm sorry to interrupt, Jerry, but let me go back. And I know many of you that lives in this city, you've seen those kinds of road. What you normally do, you don't put a barrier in the medium. You put barrier in the medium if it's a highway, if it's in a rural area. Okay. Then you put barrier there. But when you put barrier, you're gonna have to provide when they get out, how do they go across? Either they go underneath the road or they go above the road to go across. You can't stop people from going there. But what you need to do in this type of situation, this is what they call suicide lane. See the double yellow, right?
Yeah,
And the
yeah, yeah.
medium is wide. So they have the turn going that way, they have the other turn going this way. And they call it suicide lane because if you guys don't know how to get in there, you can collide. That's why they call it suicide lane. But you can't put that kinds of stuff in Liberia. You do that, that's when death gonna happen. Now, the people I have highway, Maria Highway, I mean Ralphie Highway, I have all their playing. It was ridiculous from day one. And this is what we keep saying to them. You are the best engineer in Liberia, but consult other Liberian engineers. Let them give you an idea. What are you going to do?
Can I ask you, I know today, take into consideration, I know you are do they have the input of the police or the security and say these are some of the safety, or they just do?
No. So that's the same question when I was on Eugene Falcon's show. I asked Gregory Coma. I said, "What do they have? They have some sort of a meeting, weekly meeting with the public work. Do they have?" He said, "No, but we know each other. Know each other is not enough. It's not enough."
But that's my point. Because safety comes, you as a police officer, you're making this design the road. This as some of the idea. This is what we are looking at for safety. And it's a how you call it, it's a collaboration to be able to do this.
Exactly. So when you're doing design of a road, you first of all take that design road, whatever concept you have, take it to the community. Let the community have an input on it. Let the community buy into it. Because if they do that, then they become part owner and they will be responsible. Let's go to Terry here before you fall asleep. Terry.
It's not interesting, boring.
Yeah. Terry, let's hear from you.
Yeah, you guys are on code. I was looking at the red light something, and I see they putting red light to Dupo Road Junction. And why do we allow petty things to make the people happy? I don't know why. Petty things it is used to make people jump around. They get one small video, they just show someone a small play in Dupo Road. They say the road is clean, Pins City clean, blah blah blah. Then they got the red light and thing. They say everything is fine. So I don't know the kind of a fake presentation the United Party government trying to present. They need to allow the puppet to work. They need to allow him to make some real gain. Because if they don't do that, they're running out of time. They got 4 more years to accomplish all the major projects that they trying to undertake. I was listening to the electricity guy. Fortunately, I think they have found one of the best guy to be at the LEC, because when I listened to that guy, I understood that this guy understands what he's doing. And this guy said he applied for the job when he saw the job in the newspaper, and that's how he got the job. Whether I believe that, no, I don't, because in Liberia, and he from Lofa, I think he from Lofa County too. But in Liberia, it's obvious that you have to know somebody.
You see Jerry scratching your ear because they want to. That's something you want to hear.
You have to, but Mr. Bacon, no. In Liberia, you got to know somebody to know somebody to know somebody.
Mention that the ear you holding a day, if you holding your own ear as though you holding your own.
Right.
Don't do that. Holding your ear.
You say that Tabata, but yeah. So but this guy, when you listen to this guy, Liberal, he understands the job. He reminds me about you when you begin to talk about road design and other things. He understands what he's talking about. He's not in the oblivion. He's not, out of whatsoever. But this guy stated things, and he said he had a prospective vision to reach in 5 years from now, to be able to, for Liberia to have her own self-made electricity, where it will be targeting 250 megawatts or electrical or electricity power plant that will be supplying everybody in Liberia, that will not even need to take current from other parts of Africa, like West Africa and things like that. But this plan have to be initiated within the period of time. And United Party, unfortunately for them, they have only 6 years. And 2 years gone already, so that means they have 4 years. Approximately 3. Because the last year, anything you do now, the people ain't get down for it. You can even bring heaven down to earth. The people know exactly your own politics. So they only have 3 years. Will they be able to deliver all of what the president is initiating? Because most of the project he's doing is initiation. I have not seen a major project yet that have kick off. So I don't know if they're taking into consideration the time interval. Because even the public welfare is saying in 2027 to approximately 2028, before the road to all the way to from Canwiccan all the way to what they're planning or Maryland County will be maybe completed or so, or halfway completed. Then we're talking about the Manikuma Highway Road and all of that. They're talking about that too. But those projects are major projects that cannot be done within the period that Unity Party have on hand to work. So my thing is, what are they doing? How much impact have they made so much on the arrest agenda within the period of 1 year, 6 months?
So, Terry, thank you for bringing that up, and I'll go to Jerry. But this is what I suspect, and this is what I want to say on this here. You have people that are in position that they do not understand how these things supposed to work. They are smart, they are educated, master degree, but some of these positions does not necessarily require master degree. For example, the Minister of Public Works, we all know he's not an engineer. He's a manager. Fine. But make the face of public work. Have engineers to come and consult with you so that when you go, you can make some statement that an engineer can look at and listen to and say, okay, that one makes sense. But you take people who or just mix them up like that. You're not going to succeed. I give you an example. And of course, I'm the liberal, big mouth. I can brag about myself anytime. I'm here in Ohio right now. Before I left, the day before I left, we delivered a project, and it was RTL 2 days later, ready to list. The project was like 100 and some more $1 million. A short little project. But when we started the project, in order for you to be able to be a designer, you have to understand all of the other functioning unit, what they're doing. The landscaping, they depend on me. The geotech, they depend on me. All of the other functioning unit depending on, because I'm the one giving them, okay, this is what bridge one, but this is the bridge. After the bridge, the road itself is me. So when you get involved in those kinds of stuff, you should. It's just like playing football. In order to be a good player, you can't be. You, of course, you're not a defender, but you have to understand the person in the back, his role, and that's why Joshua was so good at playing football because he understood all of the 11. He scratched your head again. I
The
did
two
that.
of them from B,
I
from B,
did that. I
B
did that on
double.
purpose. I did that on purpose. Anytime you want to catch Jerry, you want to grab your attention, call Joey Adney. But anyhow, so again, you have these people, and you heard this young man Terry as he was saying. Now, as a manager who have an in-depth understanding of this whole program, he's going to develop program that will target the purpose of that company. But you have people who don't understand what the public work minister, he cannot develop a program that will tackle the raw infrastructure issue in Liberia effectively. Because he doesn't understand what a super elevation is. He doesn't understand when to apply super elevation. He doesn't understand alignment. He doesn't understand curves, what kinds of curve to put on the road. And those curves, what type of super elevation that goes with the curve. He doesn't understand. That's not an area. So how is he going to develop a plan? Whatever plan he's going to develop that
and those,
requires,
and those engineers know that he don't understand.
and they're bluffing him. You know, so what does he?
We're in
If you go
trouble.
to the Ministry of Public Works, he have one or two people that what a good man, and those are not good engineer either. I know them. I know them. They're not good, but they're sucker fan. They tell him what you're doing is good, and that's why I think now he and the deputy they're getting along well now. But before they weren't getting along because of those kinds of behavior. There are certain people at the Ministry of Public Works that continue to fool him that what he's doing is right. And it's not. So you need to bring people to Prince Tamba who understand the engineering principle. Bring him on board, whatever you have planned, and he will help you. But his problem is if he does that, then maybe he think Prince Tamba will take credit. This is how we behave in a country. Let me come to you, Jerry. Let me come to you.
Let
So
me let me start with what you just end with. Take credit. You know, maybe maybe I don't get it, but like one of my teachers said to me, he taught me U.S. intelligence analysis, and which of course to be one of my major. And he was a former advisor to the late, I mean, he's an older man, or to JFK, Mr. Bremerton. He said, when you do good under the administration, you get credit. Then you begin to live on your royalty. I said, oh, if you are the minister, bring somebody who know it when it is doing good. You as a leader, you get credit. Huh?
Right.
You get credit. Or if I'm a deputy to you, I do. When I promote you, I get credit because it's under your administration. You say, oh, where you are working? Oh, I'm working on a general administration. Oh yeah, we're doing general administration. So thing happen. You get benefit. So we got to take that mindset from ourselves. As a leader, you have to bring people who will advise you, and when you promote them, when they do good honor your leadership, you get credit, and also they get credit too. And we have to take it from our mindset that oh, I'm the minister, so for that reason, no. Let's come on, it's boogers. As a leader, you have to bring people who are knowledgeable, who are willing to work with you, even though they will not agree with you. But you know what? It's a teamwork. Somebody playing that you just do your sport analysis. Somebody playing foul because
What do
you
you mean?
play
What do you mean? Somebody? Why you can't say President? We are. Well, he's the best. He's the best with guy in the country. Why you can't call him?
But if you play Murphy, if
No,
you
no, no.
gonna
If we call President, we are also Aaron Blumper.
okay,
Because
Abraham
Aaron Blumper.
Butler.
Yeah.
Okay, Abraham Butler, okay. Or
Call Fakao.
Oh,
if you come from the Mayfield to go to the back to go defend, by the time you come overlap to come to the Mayfield, you are exhausted. You are burning a lot of energy. So these are things people have to take into consideration. But let me say this: you mentioned about the keyback. I always say on the show, I will always remind the people, it is time for our government, the Ministry of Justice, to have anyway. I will say it anyway. The Minister of Justice to monitor these people who are cutting corner. They're supposed to put 8 inches steroid and they put half-inch steroid. It's a crime against humanity. These are the people who are supposed to go out. They're supposed to put 10 or maybe 10 inches concrete, they put 1.5 concrete. It's a crime against humanity. And our Minister of Justice, the county attorney or the district attorney need to monitor the contract, whether they are implementing the contract for the inspection or from the Minister of Minister of Transport or Minister of Commerce. They should have an inspector. I know they do it to your project when you're doing project, because in the government office, the projects are being monitored. What are you adequately putting these material that are required to do the infrastructure? And our government is not following this thing. They put a road there, or they put maybe two steel rod, or one steel rod that was supposed to be 8-inch steel rod, they put half-inch steel rod in less than 2 days. It broke down. Where are the people who there to monitor this thing? Who representing us in our interest? So these are things people that our government need to start thinking about. And we are dishonest to ourselves because we complain, oh, the road is bad. But yeah, you're supposed to execute the laws of the country to make sure the people are doing the right thing. But yet we are not implementing this thing. And it's harming our future.
yeah. Let me come to you, Terry. You heard what Jerry analysis is right now. So if you were someone who perhaps have the ability to at least see some of these things, how will you approach these things? How will you approach them, Terry? Let's hear from you.
Well, I think the first thing that what Mr. Bacon said is that bring in the right people to do the job. Leadership requires the ability to have what make a great leader are the people that are trained under you. When everybody know what they are doing, it's easy for you to get a job done. But when you bringing in people that don't really know, like what you just said, right? Gideon maybe is I don't even know if it's an architecture, but maybe he got managed.
He's a business person. He was a deputy on another non-engineer. What's his name? Mo. He was a deputy administration for administration. So he's finance person.
Right. So if you bring this kind of man and put him in a particular job place, he's misplaced already. So you're gonna struggle. Your government gonna struggle, and you may think he's doing what he's supposed to do because you see him physically, people seeing what he's doing. But at the end, technical people coming to the country will know that what the man doing was not correct, and that alone will not bring credibility to your government, because you need to also remember that most of the donors are giving the country money. They're also making assessment on the projects that you are doing, and they can evaluate this project and tell that you're not doing the right thing. And when they can also tell from the way you do the project that you don't know what you're doing, number one. Number two, you're not spending the right amount of money to get the right kind of job done. They can tell. You see, so that is why when these people draw up year-end report, you wonder why your country is maybe at the poorest or the most corrupt, and you wonder, you say, oh, the people hate Liberia, they just won't give us anything, they just won't tell us anything they want to tell us. No, but these people can see, they monitor your work, they know the kind of work you're doing. In the eyes of the Liberians, because for Liberians, we are not going nowhere. Like I came to America before I started seeing overhead bridges, I started seeing underground bridges, on tunnel, and all those things. And just what you're saying, like what Mr. Bagon was saying, they cut in the road wherein, a place to turn around, go around, and come back out, that you can't get lost. The signs along the road that would guide you through those things are not in Liberia. You don't have them in Liberia. So as a result, the reason is because we have the wrong people in leadership who don't know what they are doing. So if I was a leader, the first thing I would want to do, I would want to have the right people in the right position. And that is what it is. If you don't have that, do not expect the kind of output and the kind of result that is required for you to be recognized as a successful leader. And I think that one of the things that Madam Sirleaf did that I must give her credit for, especially in major areas of our government, she put strategic people there in some areas, but some area I know it was just friendship, like the one you're talking about now, the how you call the place, the public works, the guy that were there before Gideon, So that is why the Corwell rule, I was in Corwell when I went to Liberia last year, the whole rule had broken. The concrete they put there, the whole thing, the erosion is eating the road. The road cutting.
But that is the same thing you have with Ralphie, have with Terry. The kinds of work they allow these people to do in our country, substandard. How are you going to put concrete road down 4 inches thick?
Right.
The weight of the truck that's going to go over that, and they don't have no weight limit. 4 inches thick. It's like driveway. Who will look at your driveway and park a 18-wheeler on your driveway? So when you look at the way the people line their steel on the so-called concrete highway, you can't put wire mesh on the road and call it reinforcement. That's like building a driveway. But when you talk, but I would deal with that. Let me get out of my trip because I'm coming with a lot of documents. I'm not going to stay. We're not going to stay here long tonight, guys. Let me put a number up. I'm out of town. I wasn't able to come on yesterday because I wanted to spend some time with my son. Of course, he was like, "I'm too old to be spending time with you. Why don't you go on your show?" No. You're still my baby. All of them, all 7 of them, they're still my baby. I don't care how old you are. You're still mine.
Wow, you got 7.
Huh?
You got 7.
Yeah.
Wow, that's success, Deborah.
Yeah. I just need. What is it? 4 more to got a football team.
Oh. Oh Jesus.
But anyway, let me put a number, guys. If you care to call us, why Jerry and Terry continue to talk to us about. I know Terry made some comment earlier. Aaron, brother, if you're listening, give us a call and see how you're gonna come to.
That man finish forgetting what I comment. Don't.
He probably. One of the things that I know about Aaron was kind of talking about that, but he's a good football player. That picking you see like that when he was playing. I saw one of his videos when he was playing. He didn't take mess. You don't go in your area and try to say you want to bluff. Aaron reminded me of Jericho. When Aaron ready, he was good, and he didn't get tired.
But what way he was playing on the field?
He was midfielder.
defensive or offensive?
He was. I think Aaron was there. Defense midfield. I think he was. I don't know for sure because the way he was running all over the place, it looked like he was chasing Cheeky. It looked like he was chasing Cheeky. But he was. I mean, Aaron was just good, very good young man, very good sack up there. But he come on my show, then he talk all kind of about that. I would deal with him when I go back to Sacramento. But anyway, folks, that's my number over there. Give us a call here, 916-533-2048. Let's hear from you. Clarence David, give us a call. Elvis, give us a call. Blama, give us a call. Tommy Shoro. Did I say Tommy Shoro? Tommy
Tiso.
That's my brother. When you first do a year now, you say, don't claim me. That's not your brother. That's my brother. No, that's my brother. I claim me. Tommy, I didn't even see them, man. Good evening, man. Thank you for joining us. But let's go ahead. Let's. We're not going to be here long tonight. Let's see if we can wrap it up while we're waiting for a call.
Yep.
Jerry will get called. Tomorrow, I'm not too sure. Mr. So is hosting Branch Association organization. I'm not too sure where he up with that. He must be busy tonight. He's staying out of the conversation because he know I've already defeated all his conservative ideas. He know me. I don't play around. I'm the board chair. So who don't want it? Oh shit! What did I call it?
Do not claim him. He's not your brother. So
there we go.
I heard everything. Why are you trying to change the conversation? Terry and Jerry alluded here that this old man brought people around that doesn't know what they are doing.
Well, who asked you?
Jerry is being very, very dishonest. Always.
Who asked you?
And he tried to blame the Minister of Justice. Come on, who brought in the Minister of Justice? If the Minister of Justice is not doing his work, then who has the hammer to tell the Minister of Justice to do it well? Let's be honest here. Terry, you are revving, but sometimes you deliberately escape the scripture and try to preach things happening in the world.
How do you determine the man escape the scripture? He's not preaching.
The man right here, and you're putting false information on the Minister of Justice, blaming the Minister of Justice because he's not locking people up, but you're unable to call Joseph Boyka.
Well, who invite you in the conversation?
And the liberal, on the other hand,
let me take
is warning you that I heard Aaron doesn't hear well. Aaron didn't hear it, but I heard everything.
Well, hello, Samson told what's your name? Where you're calling from? Hold on, Jerry. Let me take your caller. Go ahead, caller. What's your name? Where you're calling from?
With me coming now.
Yeah, this is Judah calling from Virginia.
Thank you.
You call
Huh? What is it?
I say for a long time.
Yeah, I'm traveling. But I get your info in it. I got your info. I left it in Sacramento. I left all in Sacramento. Let's hear from you, my brother.
Yeah. People don't know what they're doing. Because the people give a weekend to the people because they know when to do something. Not to a kind of Joseph Boyka, who promised to punish people, what is he doing? Mosquito, you're not going to you know how to figure it out for each other. All that issue that going on in the house down there, how can he resolve it? People say, oh, they are self-made government. If they are self-made government, then why do we have a senatorial election for? Let me just see that anybody just put in there. No candidate to select. They want to graduate candidate, they're the man, they're the senator, and they carry in there. Or any candidate carry in there, so you know that's self-made government. They put that weekend.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, La Blood say what we're finished 20 years. They got the country can't move out. We need to steal a kid. How they do that? And if it is stealing, then when you go talk, they fair want to you.
Thank you.
They don't want you to talk. But look at the other country. They look at what one guy. People fight war. If you go in the book country, they never fight war.
Thank you.
They fight war. They never fight war.
Thank you. Thank you, President Boyka is doing it. How your contribution to LPR? How are you going with that one?
I talked to the CEO. The thinking, I was there. The time I talked to you that time, thinking, I called him right away the same day.
Look, Tell the man. Tell the man that you're dealing with a supervisor now. What do you want to know?
Hello?
Don't. Yeah. Thank you. He talking different type of stuff. Thank you, but thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much. You will get back with you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you, my brother. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, he talking tonight. He's a cool person, but tonight he can't bring on the old man down there. I don't think it. So, Mr. So, nobody invited you. You were never invited onto the show. This is Jerry, Terry, and myself. So why you coming out here? No wonder why ever show up quick like this. They let you know what you are coming to do. So, but anyway, we got only 10 more minutes for the show. Mr. So, what's on your plate? By the way, are you hosting Grandchildren Association people tomorrow?
I don't know. Right now, very, very busy. And as you know, the convention is already on hand too. These people will give them the chance ever since to do what they're supposed to do. So right now, I just can't guarantee because I can't even deal with my own schedule at this point. So, but what I'm concerned with is this sort of true confection that is taking place broad day. And you as a moderator warning listeners, I hope people not hearing this. I hope people will not run with this. It's just a clear indication how far we are, and we are unable to tell our goddess the wrong things that they are doing. Jerry, on the other hand, is holding the innocent minister, the Minister of Justice, responsible. So if the Minister of Justice, you as a supervisor, you as a director, you as one who hires and fires, if you bring people, if they go through evaluations, you have to do their reviews and all of that. If those people are not catching up, why are you keeping such people in position? But Jerry on the other side reinventing the wheel, and is not willing to call on those who hire those people that he feels that are incompetent. And Terry on the other side alluded to Jerry. He brought people around him. The liberal progressive on the other hand, he doesn't have the ability. He doesn't know this. He doesn't know that. But yet you cannot call on the one who hired those people. That's just being
who hired them? Who hired them?
I should tell you.
Can I address him, please?
You don't have to address me. I know you.
I just want to rebuttal.
Anytime I come on this program, you're uncomfortable.
I will park you in a bike.
No, don't park in the bike, please. Please, let him be. I want to see your face to face. That's fine.
No, let me, because you got no business coming. You got no business coming to our show.
Let him be face to face.
Okay, that's fine. The calls, I'm gonna bring you back.
No, don't put anybody in the bag. Let them do what they want to talk about. But listen, let me tell you something. As a father,
father of the nation,
father, you as a father. Hold on, sir.
No, when you say father, some of our father being dead.
Okay, you as a father. Okay, you as a father. You as a father.
Yeah, from you put a problem. You got problem.
You as a father, you train your children to the best of their ability, and when they go out there, they misbehave. They will always say, "This is how your father trained you." It doesn't matter.
Hold on. Benjamin Bushi Ben Keita there and Sylvester Grisby there. That what you want to tell us now?
No, stop. Can I finish, please?
Yeah, please. Let him finish.
They are under the supervision of the President of the Republic of Liberia. So he had his best and said, these are the best people who are preventing.
Best?
Hold on. You see, hold on. These are the best he hired them. That's why you put them there for. If they misbehave, that their responsibility. I know he's a father. He have to discipline them or take other action. But these are the children. So it is same thing apply to everyone. Each one we have our children. We raise them to their best of ability. But if we go out there and misbehave, they will say, until your father raised you that way or your mom raised you that way. So these are things we got to take into consideration.
You can't even look in the eyes of the camera to talk because the thing you're talking is not.
For the camera. No. Please don't do that to me. Please. So anytime you come, thank you. Anytime you come on the show, thank you. That's what I said. Put the camera on me. Let me address him. Or let me address him. Your issue. Anytime you come here, oh, boy, I didn't do the work. I didn't do the. But I
No.
hire these people as competent people who's supposed to do the work. And when they misbehave, that's their responsibility.
Can
I mean,
you bring us
that's
on the screen, please?
No,
no.
the co-host talking. The
Yeah,
co-host talking.
that's what I said. So I want the camera to focus on it so you hear me and
That's
hear
what
me
he
loud and
wants.
hear me
That's
very
what he
well.
wants.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Thank
what
you,
the
sir.
co-host wants. Thank you.
Thank you.
The
So
co-host wants.
let me buttress why this is so. What a dishonest people, shameless people.
Okay.
Children bring this, grandfather bring this. Is that this is why you did? You brought George Weah. You left George Weah at the bank of the river. You gone to Joseph Boyka, and then you want to carry us. So we're not even supposed to be listening to you because you're one of those who are the chief architects of this problem that we are in today. You and I right here in Rhode Island here. You rent a hotel for George Weah. You put George Weah in one of the luxurious hotels in this state. He uses one of the best car. You did everything. What happens at the end of the day? He did not listen to you. You fell apart. What happened? What happened? You gone to Joseph Boyka, and now you're giving us this long Peter Ballard and Tom Camara story. You born children and children not do this. Look, please, that's Labyrinth. I want to buy into that. If you hire people and they are not doing what, that was not a story yesterday when you were talking about George Weah, Jefferson Cody, Nathaniel McGee, Samuel Tue. So why you want to reinvent history here? And Terry, on the other hand, who is a pastor in the house, if somebody said political pastor.
Okay,
Thank you. You're not calling
Thank you.
Jerry
Let me
out.
go to Terry. Terry, if you want to respond to the fly by night CEO who just joined our show like that, you even ask question if you want to
Okay,
respond.
you were fly by night. You will hear from me. You hear from me administratively. You know whether I can fly in the air or I can fly on on the water.
See, I need to talk to you on Thursday though. I need to meet on one-on-one. Please give me an audience.
Oh,
you want to bribe him?
we try. I just call him fly by night.
But
See
yeah,
you there. You say you want to talk to him now, Jerry. Get you there on my show.
We roll out on something.
Jared, let me just put it also. Jared now is very, very uncomfortable and he's about to cross over to us because every time you come on, you don't send the link. You gotta call me. You gotta do this. Jared, no, you're not a good guy to do business with. So
Okay, let me take
Jared,
your
I agree. We'll talk on Thursday, okay?
Compared to Liberian Public Radio, enough compared to no politics. I need to discuss
let me
issues.
merge this.
Today is our guy, Mike Down.
Guys, let's take this caller.
Yeah, Mike Down.
Let me take this caller, guys. Go ahead, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Do a post.
Hey, Mr. Toe, how you doing?
Go ahead.
Oh,
Thank you.
Here come the other one.
It's been a while. I know that you
Thank you.
Guys, the caller is on the line. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. We'll keep it.
Thank you for coming out tonight. And, I don't think we should continue. On the way, there's a good idea that one is very good and that's really why. The country is progressing.
I think you're muted. We're not hearing you.
Yeah, his phone giving him problem.
Oh.
He doesn't like while Clarence talking the evening, so the Chinese in action. Clarence, call my number.
How can you see the progress in the country and you continue to say nothing is happening? Some people that they were on the parliament, but they don't believe that they were still on the farm. We are getting there. But the main reason why we come out to buy is the attitude as our for the to the CDC people. What our things to our mentality. If the poster some focal picture on the road that throws some focal instrumentality, the road is big. I don't know what is the thing they're so shameless. And they don't know what they are doing. You are illegal. And if all they know, you're
We don't hear him though.
No.
So every little booty was better for us to get my friend on him. We know when we get another complex improvement. When they open the chicken portrait, the chicken will eat the portrait. So I don't know what people like you, especially the opposition. But thank you for the show for holding me up.
Thank you. Okay,
I
let me
didn't
go
hear
to this other
anything.
caller. Okay, caller, you're next in line. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Hello. Hello to everybody on the show.
Thank you.
How you doing? Terry, how you doing? Jerry, what's up? Well, I've been listening to you guys, and all I have to weigh in is that Liberia needs prayer. We need deliverance. A lot of things going on in Liberia, and if government would be serious, Liberia should be better off than what it is now. So we can't just see a little progress and then you forget about all the bad things that are going on. So we need to pray for our country. For us to have the good leader that will have the country and the people. That's all I especially have to really.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, we're gonna bring this show to our end now.
Why you want to end the show? It's just now 37. Are you uncomfortable being here?
I'm traveling. Atuma, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
I'm not even happy with you.
Yeah.
Now, you don't even talk about our drive. About, by the way, quickly, George, I talked to him this evening. His daughter will be graduating, so that will be on the 24th of
Mr. Amos George?
Amos George.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
that's good.
We've been talking. I just got off the phone with him this evening. The daughter will be graduating. He's hanging in there trying. And so I'm going to be doing the flyer to have it posted, and I will do everything possible. That will be on the 24th. I kind of tight schedule, but we'll try to see. That's what we offer to go there. You've been coming on. You're not even talking anything about our fund drive, which is just. I don't understand you, Libra. I don't understand you. And it is sad that these other guys here, they don't even call you to any point. Everything you talk, they all agree with it. Like when you boss buckle, then everything just come out and just rolling behind. This is a complete deception, dishonest.
Rescue 1 is asking you, do you agree with the CEO's statement, Rescue 2? He said no.
The CEO is part of the minority black. So, you know.
Really? Oh, so, wait a minute. You guys have created a block on this network?
No, but this is, and we got two black in the country. We get minority black speaker. The minority black get a speaker. The majority black get a speaker. Ain't easy. So, your minority group left your one in the river. All your people are not here tonight. So that's why I say you part of the minority black. So we got to allow you to enjoy yourself. You know.
Oh, okay. All right. Now you're making sense. Now you're making sense, Terry. That's good.
Let's hear from one of the moderate guy in this building. Let's see. Let he unveil his true self tonight. Let's see. I'm talking about Mr. Bacon. Mr. Bacon, you heard what this guy said? That the network is divided. You created majority black, and they are put me into whatever column. Do you agree with him?
He's a rescue too.
Sure.
He's rescue too.
Sure.
You say what?
Sure.
He's rescue too. We agree with him.
Sure.
Sure what?
I said sure. Yeah, we got majority here, majority black. So what's wrong with it? You and Dr. What? James come here.
You're following your father's footsteps, right?
Say that again.
You're following your father's footsteps.
He's a part of the nation
Part of the
part of
nation.
the whole country, not just we alone.
The DNA is within me.
Wow.
We now remove that. We are
One of the finales.
yeah. We in trouble in our country.
This is a new one.
This is a serious
This is a
problem.
new one.
I don't know how we're gonna get out of that problem now.
No, I give.
The DNA in you.
I would say we. So I say you say we are. I said we are majority.
No, that one.
Yeah, we're DNA in me. We got our liberal. Yeah, we're DNA's in me. But here's the thing. Let me say something quick. There's a guy who called here and said, "Baka, not J people." The purpose of incarceration is to not solve the problem. Even though we do wrong, that's why the judges are there for, to make sure that people are handled. Baka is not a person who's supposed to be incarcerated. That's why we have due process in our country. That's not the responsibility. The executive execute the law, but you go before the judiciary. The judiciary have to find you can even indict sandwich. Baka Buffalo said you can indict it, but they gotta go through the process. So Baka is not there to incarcerate people to say how many person he put in jail. No. The word discipline is correction. So it can be repeated. So Baka is not there to say we're going to put people in jail. We don't build institutions to say we're going to build a lot of institutions because somebody do something you have to carry and put in jail. No, we're not a military government. We have civil law in our country. We got criminal law in our country. The person will go through that too.
I can't respect the court order.
No, we respect people not going to jail because we know what if you are arrested, you will go through the process. If the court say you are not guilty, we'll let you go. That's the court has spoken.
So when the court say you're guilty,
then you go to prison. That's the responsibility of the judiciary to do it. The responsibility of the executive is to enforce the law. Then they send you through the process. You go to court and you go represent. You are very well represented. You got your representation. So go to court.
Thank you, guys.
I shouldn't be president in our country. Plenty of y'all will be y'all will go to jail for everything, every action, every word.
You're not president. You will not be president.
In fact, you will not even see that executive manager. So don't think about it. So
let's just forget it. Let's start with you, Terry. Since the two gentlemen be over here older than you, you start.
Yeah.
Let's hear your closing up.
Yeah, I think the CEO has some point, but obviously,
Terry, start again. Let's start again. Let's start all over.
Obviously,
let's hear your closing.
Why do you want to stop people from speaking their mind?
But yeah, neighbor. So
there we go.
The Unity Party is a government that understands the day-to-day politics of Liberia, and I hope and pray that they will put things in order to get things done. In my opinion, I think they outnumber already. The time is against them. They don't have that luxury of time, and they have not done any major thing. I hate to see Dishens making cheering argument about that CDC project, the publicity in the project. Those are cheering kid argument. It's like you're losing. You feel that you're losing already. Because if another government come and implementing a project or projects that's supposed to be for the benefit of the people, then you say that your project, you sound like a kid. That is why people making fun out of them on Facebook, and you're running all over the place. By saying that Unity Party is completing your project for you, sounds like to say you are giving something to do by your father, and you were not able to finish it or to accomplish it. Your father took it from you and gave it to somebody, and the person, your big brother, accomplished it for you because you were not able to complete. So is that the message you're depending on to come back to power? That Unity Party did all your project for you, so the people should give you a chance to come back to power? Is that the message they're presenting? I think that is very poor of them if they come in that manner. CDC need to change their strategy and all of that. But Unity Party too also are outnumbered with time whatsoever. Most of the major projects they got on hand, the hectares of land that they're talking about, changing the country, bringing rice and all that kind of thing, I don't see nothing kicking off, and they got limited time. The roads, the construction of roads, I don't see nothing major going on when it comes to the construction of roads with asphalt pavement. How you call it? Yeah, pavement, all of that. So I think they got a lot on the plate to achieve, and they're running out of time. Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you. Rescue 2, thank you. Let's hear from you, Mr. So, before Jerry will take us home.
What I thought, is he still your co-host?
Yeah, yes.
Really?
Yes. And Terry's Rescue 2.
After you fired a man, you're not reinstating
What
again.
is your closing? I come in park you in the garage. What is your closing?
Well, somebody said we should pray for the country. Pray for what? For people to keep stealing? Because that's what they're doing. They're enriching themselves, not just only them, the leader themselves leading this cause because they say it, take it, and give people and bless them, and that is okay. And so that's why it is important as a leader, things that you alter. We're not in a parable land. For you to say something and somebody got to go to soothsayer to find an interpretation to what you're saying. So just how you speak it, the understanding how they comprehend it, they will act on it. Your ghosty, your blessed people. This is why every day all of these rampant alleged corruption cases, and they will never be judged, they will never be concluded as far. But like I said, Pat George, we want to say shout out to our man Mike Dant, our chief in Liberia. Today was his birthday. I was just crazy, crazy busy. That one of the reasons I came on so late. I didn't even have a chance to even do anything, but it is why it is. Amos George daughter will be graduating on the 24th of August. He's in Atlanta to Georgia. We'll be having the graduation ceremony. We'll try to make way by all means to see because I wanted to go there a long time, but he been telling us to wait, considering the cost and all of that, but to go there. But on the other hand, the fund drive is because last week I was in here, I mean, it kind of slowed down, but it's still ongoing. And I just want to say that because it's a public money, we're going to come up with a full report. But in the meantime, we can't wait. The process, we already pay for the place. They got to get things started, transferring internet. We wired $400 today, uh, like I hinted you, to start addressing some of these little basic things to get, to get a system running and going and more to be done. But again, for those who still the information is still up. I'm not sure why the Liberals want to acknowledge our own Southeastern correspondent, Mr. Roland Harris Ward Jr., doing an extraordinary job too. He is a reporter assigned in Grange there, for that matter. Roland, good morning. Thank you for coming on. And for those who still want to give, our information is still open. Uh, there are a lot to do, but hopefully, some part of next week and everything quiets down. That I will keep having this sort of conversation as well. I know the Liberal doesn't
Thank
like to talk about these things,
thank
but
you.
I
I
will
am
always.
the board chair when you're talking, you see the board chair. I'm not just a liberal. I am the board chair. Thank you. Thank you. See you. Let's hear from you, co-host.
Thank you, CEO, for the fund drive. I mean, it is important. Dan, happy birthday. When I was in Liberia, you visited me, and I appreciate all what you did for me in Liberia. And hopefully, we'll meet again in Liberia, then we'll celebrate a birthday. So I said, thank you for what you are doing. You are not being forgotten. In my closing remarks, look, the president is doing a superb job, and well, if nobody fool you. You went there voluntarily. You were now
Jerry,
somebody.
When the master get JMB as his picture profile,
Thank
and
you.
he says somebody for him. JMB is the profile picture.
Why not
Nobody
bashing
fools
the
you.
young man? He's just making his comment. He's
But I want to say,
expressing.
no, but listen.
You
This
don't
whole
need to
thing.
respond to it.
No, listen.
Come on.
See, are you incorporating a man to join you guys?
Okay.
The
All right,
independent board?
listen. Here's the thing, Mr. Boakai. He's slow, but he's sure what he's doing. Look,
Wow.
these things. I mean, they are manifesting right before your eyes. You see where we are today. So, folks, it will not come the way you want us to come, but it is coming and it's here. and you have to deal with it on the such the progressive of the development of doing in the country. It's visible. It's not in here. It's visible. You can see it for yourself. Go to the and see what is going on. Only last time, are you hearing about North again? We ain't pay yet? No. Right? Are you hearing it? No.
How many months did you pay?
Huh?
How many months?
Mr. So, the man's doing his closing. The CEO, the co-host is doing
his
closing.
There with the president. There with your president. He will deliver. It's not coming out the way you want it to be done, but he's making a progress. Thank you. See you tomorrow, God willing. Have a good night.
Thank you. Again, folks, thank you guys. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Mr. So. I'm sorry you came on late. I don't know what your program going to look like tomorrow, but we'll be there to watch and support, of course. Jerry, thank you as usual. Rescue 2, Rescue 2, Rescue 1 is called in Rescue 2. Thank you very much.
Rescue 1.
For this. Yeah.
Good night.
So, Jerry, thank you guys very much. The person, stranger who just joined us, thank you too. Anyway, let me say thank you guys. Thank you very much. I'll say good night to all of you. Bye. Bye. Again, folks, Samson told Labropa Radio. I want to thank all of you again tonight. I'm still traveling and I'm all over this place, and I will be back home within the next 2 weeks or so, and we can start being honest. Other than that, I would say good night to all of you. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. Good night, folks, and let's do it again.
Rachel de Kibo, je adé. Gogo, Yaliba, Bagno, Yalia, Corapam, Abigodo, Yali. Abigodo, Yali, Stefan Soko, Abile, Nana, Amagana, Godo, Yaliba, Stefan Soko, Corapam, Aya, Godo, Yaliba, Amana, very Casawa, Amagrika, very Titi, Papa, Papa, I don't you get by your secret down my secret. We are in a go Nani. I live by your for a problem. Hey, oh, Papa, is your I am very Papa. Papa, is the rule I am very. Why, I didn't know you there for a problem. Godo Nyali. No, so my dog go play. I'm no hello. I say, what my belly was a get. What my belly? I'm my body. Yeah, man. I'm my body. I'm my body. I'm going to buy you. I'm going to make a very big papa. I'm going to do what I'm